How are we doing? Are we good? I think we're good. At least I am. I had a good day today, so that was nice. Also, Hex is here, although you guys can't hear her. And she's also not speaking right now, so... You know? Summer's too hot, Hex says. And she's right. When I was leaving my house this morning, it was... Just before that, it was raining. So it was like, fairly pleasant. Hey! You're in chat! You know you can't be heard on the stream, so if you do say stuff, it's fine. She's in chat now. But when I was leaving my house this morning, it was raining. Like, wait, no, it stopped raining. Oh, it's too hot to talk. Okay, that's so real of you. That's so real of you. Yeah, it's true. It was, and then I left my house. It was still very pleasant. I had contemplated walking to campus, which would be like, you know, like 2 kilometers or something. Very standard. Honestly, it's not too much of a walk. It's just that I was like, oh no, it's okay. What if I get late? So I took the bus. And then I thought, oh, you know what? If it's still like this kind of weather where it's kind of gloomy and there's like a slight breeze and it's okay to walk, I would walk home. But when I left campus, it was only like 12:45 p.m. Okay? And I leave campus and it's so warm. The sun is bearing down on the sands and everything. Like there is no sand, not where I was standing, but I was just like, dang, I thought I would be able to walk, but it's now much too bright, much too hot for me to actually do this longer than 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is exactly the time it takes for me to walk from my campus to the bus stop I'd use to get home, you know, to catch the bus. That would take me home. And so I was like, you know what, it's whatever, I guess it is what it is. And so I didn't walk home, I took the bus. And once I got home, I sort of was just like, it was really hot in my house as well. Even though before leaving I had the AC on for quite a while, but it was still really, really hot. It really is something how warm it can be, especially when it's like the freaking height of summer, honestly. I cannot believe it's already July. I know it's been July for like a week now, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it should be July. I went to campus for a makeup lesson with my vocal teacher and I missed her so much. And then when she saw me, she was like, yeah, I was busy. It's a good thing you didn't message me when you came back because I wouldn't have been able to reply. And And I was like, I knew you wouldn't have been able to reply. And then we did a little bit of training, and then we decided the next class, makeup class, I mean, was gonna happen 2 weeks later. And she gave me homework for the next 2 weeks, which is nice. I love that she gave me homework. I like having things to do. Tomorrow, I have to clean out all the drawers that are connected to my bed, because the day after tomorrow, they're gonna move the beds. Which means I have to find a place for all of the stuff that has been inside those drawers. And a lot of it is medicine. So, like my first aid kit and all the vitamins and stuff the doctor stuffed me with, asked me to take regularly, but I've been doing a bad job at that. When I remember to take it, I do take it. When I don't remember, I'm just like, you know what, it's fine, whatever. But I really should be doing better at taking the medicine and applying the nose medicine and stuff. Like, I managed to do it for a week when I started, and then I immediately quit. Or like, I dropped the habit as soon as it, happened. And yikes. I need to actually form that habit if I want to make sure that I actually, what's the word? I get good. My body gets good, I suppose. But yeah, my most urgent need is to figure out how I'm gonna fit everything that is in those 3 drawers. And it's truly a lot of stuff. First of all, there's like a bunch of medicine, a lot of medicines that are like just normal over-the-counter painkillers and stuff for like an upset stomach and stuff like that. And then there's like the ones that the doctor gave me specifically to make sure I have for the next 3-4 months that I haven't been doing a good job at taking, like I said. And then there's like a whole drawer that was full of notebooks that I'm using, and and also like a bunch of like folders full of papers that I've been accumulating from Sem 1. And I'm like, where am I gonna put all of these? There's like no space. And so, at least for now, it's just kind of like, I gotta find a place for the stuff I gotta find a place for. And then it's like, we'll figure it out, The most important thing is just to be able to find a place for this stuff, because if I can't, I'm gonna be in trouble. But there goes my story of the day. I had leftovers for breakfast along with a curry puff. It was like a very small portion of leftovers, which is why I decided I should have that curry puff. And it was a good curry puff. I went to a mall to buy a pizza. The pizza was okay. I probably wouldn't go there very often or ever. It's still good pizza, just not the kind of pizza I like, so, it is what it is. But, I went to that mall to get pizza and also saw this new bakery open up, like a new outlet for a bakery I know and I like the curry puffs from. So I was like, oh, let me just get one. And then they had a deal going on where you could get 2 for like a smaller, like a discount price. And I was like, you know what? Let me get the 2 of them. And I got 2 of them, and I ate one yesterday and then I saved one because I was like, I'll eat it later. And then it went on till today in the morning. I was like, let me just eat this. I don't want to keep it for very long. And yeah, my plan was actually to eat a guava in the morning, but then I was like, I have food that I need to finish, so I might as well. And I'm honestly glad I did that, because I was so full. Like, I was full for well after my class. I got home and it was 1:15 or something, and by that point I was still quite full, even though I'd had my breakfast at 10:50, 11 a.m. and my next meal was a sandwich, which a few strawberries. The next thing I ate, was a few strawberries, and that was around like 3:30 or 4. And then I immediately was like, you know what, I want a sandwich, so I made myself a sandwich, which was also really good. And I also realized that the mustard I've been using, because, you know, my mayonnaise finished up today after that sandwich. And then I was like, you know, of course, I like my sauce combo for sandwiches at home is pretty standard. It's just mayonnaise and mustard. And I checked the mustard bottle and realized there was an expiry date written on it. And it had been expired for 6 months. So, yeah. I just didn't realize there was an expiry date. I was just like curious today, apparently, and realized this, and I had a moment where I was like, oh. And then I went, oh well, because I haven't gotten sick from it, but I still threw the bottle away because I was like, I'm not willing to risk my life further with more than 6 months of something that it says it was best before December 2024. So like December counts, which means January, February, March, April, May, June, which is 6, and July. A week into July is when I realized, oh, actually this has been expired for 6 months. I probably shouldn't be eating any more of it. I don't know if that applies if you've refrigerated it. Does that increase the shelf life enough? I don't know. But what I do know is I need to now buy mayonnaise and mustard. One because it got expired, the other one because I finished it. After like almost a year of living here, I finally finished the bottle of mayo I bought last year when I came here. I'm pretty sure I bought it when Hex was here, so it's just been hanging on until now. Incredible, is it not? But yeah, that was pretty funny. I still ate the sandwich though. It had a lot of vegetables and also cheese in it, so it was a good sandwich. It really was very good. And yeah, after eating that sandwich, I also like cleaned up the kitchen and then swept the floors of my house, just the living room. There's just a lot of boxes outside, like in the living room. There's like my mattress, my new mattress, I mean, and my new bed frame, and now the TV stand thing, whatever we're using to put the TV on. We're gonna put the TV on this chest of drawers kind of thing. I feel like I've explained this before, but it's just like a plastic chest of drawers, and I was like, I'm not buying a table for this. Absolutely not. I'm not spending money on a console. This is the most I'm gonna do for this TV. That was kind of unwanted, at least for me. I don't really care about having a TV. To be fair, I also have like 4 devices I can watch stuff on: my PC, my laptop, my iPad, and also my phone. So I'm really not one to complain. But even when I didn't have a PC, I really didn't feel the need to have a TV around. Because again, like, I don't know. I still don't understand why we asked for this TV. I'm just gonna accept it at this point. But yeah, it's a TV now. It's also gonna be installed on the same day that they're moving my bed. I don't know how they're gonna do all of that at the same time, but I'm just assuming they're gonna do the bed first and then take away the chairs in the living room. And, you know, put the TV somewhere. So I'm gonna have to like figure out how to make the TV stand stay. I also will have to like put away my music keyboard, and I don't know where it's gonna be for a while, but it's gonna have to sit somewhere for like half of tomorrow and day after, because once they move, the bed is, and that's the only time I can actually bring it inside my room, because there's not enough space inside my room to accommodate it. whether it's, you know, taken out of its, like, what's the word again? Pouch? Cover? Yeah, cover. Whether it's taken out of my out of the cover it's in, or it's supposed to be in, or like completely sealed up in its cover and like put away for a while. Because like if they need to move like my bed, with which they are going to, I think they're gonna disassemble it. I don't know how it's gonna work, because like I have a whole ass desk that I'm scared there's gonna be like, I don't know. I don't think it's my job to figure out how they're gonna do it. So I'm just gonna trust the process. And once it's done, I can assemble my bed. And hopefully it gets done before 5 p.m. so I can actually sit down and assemble my bed frame and put my mattress on. And hopefully my bed sheets that I ordered online are gonna show up, because it's a smaller bed. The bed sheets I have right now won't fit them. My bed sheets are obscenely big, by the way. They're kind of loose on my current mattress as well. I don't know why I keep using them, but I only have so many bed sheets, so I think the next one is gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be loose or tight, but it doesn't matter as long as I have bed sheets that are appropriate for the mattress size. This one is something. I'm waiting on those bed sheets. One of them I have to actually collect from one of those collection points, and the other one is supposed to deliver to my house. But like I said, as long as I get bed sheets, I'm happy. It says it's gonna deliver either on the 10th or 11th or 12th, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it gets delivered like on the 10th in the morning. And that way I will have bed sheets to put on my mattress. And it won't be a case of, where am I gonna sleep? You know? Even though, like, if that kind of thing does happen, it's not like I can't sleep on, you know, on my roommate's bed, which is technically my bed right now. So, like, or just not sleep that night, like, or just put on, like, an not properly sized bed sheet, even though that would bother me just because I wouldn't like how it looks. But it is what it is, right? I also ordered my new pots and pans. I'm literally giving you guys a lot of my life play-by-play, and I've been talking for 15 minutes. I didn't even realize. I also ordered my new bed, my new, what's the word now? My new pants. My new pants. That is what I'm trying to say. That took way longer than it should have. And they're gonna get to me at some point. I don't know when, but I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. Because, you know, it'd be nicer if it was faster, right? Of course, most things are. Especially when it's delivery. I've ordered a lot of stuff in the last few days. So much like online shopping. But I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't super satisfying. Because it was like, oh my god, I have to do so much work. When it comes, like, all of this stuff is gonna arrive, and then I'm gonna have to, like, you know, do things. Like assemble and whatnot, so. Very fun. Exciting, is it not? But yeah. Life is being life. I signed up for a workshop about content creation and live streaming. It's gonna happen later this week. I just decided to do it because I got an email from my school saying, oh, we're sponsoring this workshop. Like, basically, you get the tickets to attend this workshop for free. And I was like, you know what? I'm in. It's not like the venue isn't that far from my house, but it does start at like 10 in the morning, which is not super, super early. It's just, it's on a Saturday and Sunday. I don't know how many people will be there, but I like attending workshops. At least in this case, I hope it will teach me something new that I didn't know about before. Because I know a lot of things, even when I don't use them. Okay, let's actually listen to this. I've procrastinated long enough. Which, you know, before I start though, I didn't I literally procrastinated on making the schedule. So I only was making it like after I was done with my class today. I came back home and started thinking about what I might want to do this week, even though yesterday was day 1 of this week. I also have to set up my calendar for the next semester, and it's gonna be so fun. Woo! You know what I want is another string instrument. What is dark ensemble? Oh, geez, that's something. Let's see studio strings. Section instruments? Ah, no, I don't want that. Maybe we could get a guitar in there. I feel like a guitar would make sense. I didn't even do an audio check. You know what? I just realized I have not done an actual audio check. Ah, and I also forgot to turn off the BGM. My bad. Okay, I think that makes sense. I hope it's loud enough for you guys to hear what's going on. Okay, yeah, I think that's loud enough for you guys. I'm gonna add... Oh my god. I am going to add some sort of classic clean, classic acoustic. No, I don't know. I don't think that's the one I want anyways. Roots rock. I actually want a nylon string guitar sound, but I don't think I have it. Eastern synth guitar. That's close to nylon strings, but not really. Hazy plucked strings. Oh, that's not hazy, I don't think. I think this makes sense actually. I mean, it does match, kind of. I'll keep it in mind. It kind of matches, not my favorite match. I think there's like other more interesting sounds you could have. That's for sure. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, maybe not. No, that's not it. That's not it, is it? That really isn't it. Which sucks, because I wanted to like it. I'm gonna see if I can see any word strings. Stringed Mexican guitaron. Maybe this one actually. You know, that it's not like the worst actually. I kind of like it. It's giving spacefaring. I think that might be because I've just read a bit too many space-related novels recently. I do like that though. I love sci-fi so much. I don't think that's what I want, not gonna lie. We can try this. I don't think that this fits what I want, but I'm not opposed to trying something that sounds completely like it's not supposed to belong. Something that I got learned like over the my first year was actually that like it's really unexpected what works together and what doesn't. Okay, this definitely doesn't. It just doesn't match the soft, muted vibes of this. This is making itself very difficult. Maybe we can do like an oboe? Where is... It's not a horn. Where's the... Like, what if I just... woodwinds? I mean, maybe like a... Like, okay, if not oboe, then a piccolo. Like, it makes sense. It kind of does. I don't even remember what chords these are, so hold up. Let me just make sure I know what the chords are. C, F, A, so F. Wait, huh? F, and then E flat. Wait, I'm just gonna look at it from here. Since it's looped, I might as well, right? Ah, it's not F. Or it is? Is it not the same chord? It's not? No, that's definitely F. Oh. No, wait, I have no idea what chord this is. What? What are these chords? F, A, and then F, A flat. No. Yeah, wait. F, A flat, and C sharp. Oh, it's D flat major. And then this is E flat major. C. This is A flat something. No, it's F minors? Yeah. So D flat, E flat, C, F minor? Did I mess with this? Okay. I mean, it does sound good, so I think this is where the piccolo should start, so... something like that. Let's see. I'm sure we'll figure something out. I think that sounds about right of something that I want to do. I don't know about the rest though. It might not be the right instrument. I mean, it's much too loud, first of all. It's still very loud. Okay. Wait. English horn kind of works though. It not just kind of, but like works actually really well. So let's just add that. And I'm gonna just quantize these, or actually just move them forward so that it makes sense. Hey, you know what this reminds me of? Have you guys seen that one scene in Barbie and the Diamond Castle where like the villain woman, I forgot her name, what her name is actually. I can't believe I forgot. You know what this I should really rewatch Barbie and the Diamond Castle clearly. But the woman who's the villain, she's like playing, I think it's an English horn, but they're like doubled, and it sounds kind of similar to what she plays there. How is that an A? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. Oh no, it's a G. Okay, I think I'm like I have an idea, and I think it's good, so I'm kind of happy. Okay, let's listen to this. If I don't like it, we'll change it. It's that simple. Okay, I don't need this. Oh, actually, wait, I do need that. I'm gonna move this up and then move this here. And then also, you know, just so we're clear, I'm gonna do that because I think it would sound better that way. And then we don't need this. Let's hear this from like the beginning. My room suddenly got really warm. Okay, that starts at a very strange I want to know what velocity that's on. What velocity is this? 93? Why is that different? It's not, but it sounds different. Why? Let's see if that helps. I think it's still like the timing. I think the timing is the issue. If I don't fix the timing, it's just gonna sound really weird and awful. And I don't like that. I want to leave a beat of rest there. Let's listen to this again. I don't think it fits anymore. Okay, so first of all, this needs to be like way longer, I think. And this needs to be way shorter. And also, that first starting note is just not starting at the right point. Maybe if I do this. Let's go from like... Okay, now it doesn't make sense. You know what also doesn't make sense is the fact if I leave gaps in the middle, it kind of interrupts the flow and almost makes me think this thing wasn't meant to be like, you know, together. Join. I don't know. I don't like how that starts, honestly. What if we just started on a D flat or E flat? Nope. Still not right. Let's just do D flat. Hi, EXO. I don't understand why it's doing that. It almost it's like interrupts itself. There's a flow. Why is it not following me? Why is it not following the flow more like? But it's okay, we'll figure it out. Let's just listen to it. Oh, Hex left. When? Dang, okay. I didn't even realize. A conference presentation thingy? That sounds fun. What was it about? That's the next note. I got it. It sounds good. I am very pleased. Aw, you feel like garbage? Don't I hope this music makes you feel better. I would hope that you also feel less like garbage soon. We shall try our best. But yeah, what was it about? Did you have to present? Must have been exhausting. Oh, making up ideas and giving awards. Ah. Did you get an award? You should get an award. If they didn't give you an award, they're doing something wrong. That works. Oh, blessed be. Blessed be truly. That finally works. There's an addition to this. It's not gonna be called breakfast pizza anymore. Yay. What an achievement. You know, I was just telling my teacher today. One of your teammates did, but I didn't. They should have given you an award. You deserve one. Oh my god. I should give you an award. Wait, let me think of one. Honestly, what do you want an award for? I will give it to you. I do really good award ceremonies. We should do that soon. Oh my god, guys. Next anniversary, I'm gonna give you guys awards. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I will think of really nice things to give awards for. Okay? If it's not next anniversary, it's sometime just before that. Maybe during that week. I think you guys deserve awards, man. I just finished writing it down, so that's at least I'm not gonna forget. But it's the effort that counts. Honestly, yeah, it is the effort that counts, but it's nice to have it acknowledged by more people. So I really hope they give you an award eventually. Or soon. Eventually sounds like I'm saying like whenever it happens, but I mean like soon. Your music is already a soothing enough reward. Aw, thank you. That's so nice of you to say. I am very soothed by my own music as well. Today has been like really nice, but also in the same way long because I woke up so early and I'm gonna stay up a little bit late. And I know I have stuff to do tomorrow, so it's on my mind. But making music is like a nice break from the everyday realities of life, you know? I should write, that's a nice line. I'm writing that down. That's gonna be useful in something. While I write that down. listen to the music, enjoy. I am very inspired right now. You know what? This could actually be longer. The first note should be longer actually. I'm playing that again while also writing down an idea for a song. Something was clashing over on bar 21 and 22. And I have no idea what. Wait, what chord is that? I think it's a C chord over there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it was a C chord. I'm just gonna check just to make sure. C, F, A sharp. Wait, no, that's 21, 22. What is in 21, 22? C, E, G. It was a C chord. No wonder something sounded wrong when I used the E flat. But I didn't realize that I used an E flat until I saw it. So even though I should have. I mean, I know I was noticing something sounded off, but I wasn't sure what. But okay, that sounds like a very promising start. Before I keep going with that, I want to add some sort of drums. I don't know what this nature sound is, so let me just figure this out. I can't hear anything. Is this nature sound like... What is the deal here? You know what? Let me unmute. Let me figure out. I see now what these nature sounds are. I don't know why psychedelic sitar was here, but this is useful. I don't remember adding this, but this is useful. That actually sounds so perfect. That's wild. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna try this, and then we'll figure it out. Wait, that's not the right one. That is a disappointment indeed. Wait, which one was it? Ah, it's this one. It's this one. Let's do this. Do you guys see that? Oh my god, that stark difference kind of, I am kind of into that. But also, this would also be cool, right? This like creaking sound. That's a fire. That's a campfire sound. Frogs at night. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Wait, I want to do this. How long does it stay? Is the question. That's just long enough. Okay. We're re-recording. I'm gonna save this and we're re-recording. Which one was it? Why? Okay. Okay, I kind of want to listen to it. Ah. If it doesn't start at that moment, it kind of loses that, like, the vibes it has. But, like, I'm very tempted to do this. Okay, wait. Sure, let's listen. I don't know if this will work and do what I wanted to, but I'm very tempted. Ah. See, I don't like how it doesn't... I'm gonna combine these two. And then what I'm gonna do is actually... Yeah, I think this should work. Okay, it doesn't just work, it actually sounds really good. Wait, from the beginning. That transition is so smooth. I don't know if I like... Okay, let's mute it and listen to the beginning again. It still sounds good, by the way. I just really like when I can include, like, nature sounds. It makes me feel like it's happening in real life. It still sounds good. I think this just gives it that extra oomph that I was looking for. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This is cool. I didn't even know I added this. Okay, what I want to do is actually... I want to do a 4 to the floor kind of thing, which is just the kick being, like, on every beat. But this is not the kick I want. I want, like, a really deep one that almost is, like... It just feels like low thunder in the background, like if you were listening to it from very far away, but you can hear it and you can feel it, but it's not, like, super in your face. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I can definitely do that by, like, twitching around with stuff, but I want to see if there's a sound that already exists that's similar to that. That's kind of close. Not close enough. I mean Liverpool. You're giving me a lot, huh? East Bay? I have high hopes. No, nothing. That was disappointing. Just experimenting, yeah. It's fun to experiment. But also because I can't. Ooh. That's perfect. What? Almost too perfect. Okay, let's do that. Oh, wow, that's so huge. Four on the floor is literally just this. Oh, that's too many. That's way too many. Let's see if two would be better. It is actually better. So that is good. I'm gonna lower the volume and also mess around a bit with the Okay, I really like that actually. Wow, it really works. That makes me happy. Okay, I'm just gonna loop it till here. Let's listen to it from the beginning. Ah, no wonder there's an issue. It doesn't start from one. And now it doesn't start at all. I love being able to make music. It makes me so happy. I know it's also like my day job at the moment, but I say day job because I am studying it, so. The drums are still a bit too loud, but that's an easy fix. I'm gonna mess with the EQ a bit. I wanna do this though. No. Let me just do this. I think it would make much more sense if I did this. I might change my mind after this, but who knows? I think this, actually. But it does kind of get rid of all the... Is there a difference when it starts like... Hold up. I gotta figure this out. Is there a difference in velocity? I swear I didn't mess with that, so it shouldn't be. But it seemed like there is a difference. 93... 93, 93, 93. So what suddenly makes it add emphasis, and why? And you know what? It actually needs to do that and then get rid of the first one here because it doesn't need to be there. Frankly, it just makes more sense to do that. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing from the beginning until where I've actually finished the stuff still. I think for now it sounds pretty good. I'm just gonna pitch down the nature sound stuff and the drums. It works. And it does more than just work. Oh my god. That sounds so good. Okay. I think that's where we're at. I wanted to beat that because I think it would sound better like that. Let's listen to it from here. It sounds like it's happening on a stormy night. And I love that. Oh. I'm gonna put this all the way up. Okay, let's listen to this from the beginning. It's just a lot of re-listening to the same thing. Ugh. It's not a sax, it's an English horn, but it sounds just as good, honestly. I do love a good English horn. I just love, like, woodwinds, I think. A lot more than I... No, I've always said I liked the oboe. I love woodwinds a lot. I don't know why, though. They're not, like... I don't even favor that much. I have never learned a woodwind instrument, so... You know what I want to do is... Okay. We're gonna... Whew. I love when I do this because I'm gonna try to get a guitar in here. I feel the need for a guitar. A guitar. But the thing is, there's like not a lot of good ones. What if we use this one? Like, I'm just gonna duplicate, right? This whole thing again. Because let's see what that sounds like, shall we? Okay, I just need this to be muted for a hot second. It's not gonna be the exact same as what it's doing earlier. What I'm gonna do is, and you'll see, I want a guitar to support like the movement. Okay, let's hear this. And hopefully it does what I want it to, which would be ideal. Okay, I kind of like that. I think it sounds good. I'm gonna do that. That's B flat. Okay. I like it. It sounds good. Okay, from the beginning. I just need to make sure it sounds okay from the beginning. Yay! This is so much more progress than I was having like the last few weeks. So I'm really happy. I really like the thunder and then the drums. It just makes so much sense. And it's almost like a really good, like, not even almost, but like it's definitely a really good continuation. I wanna add, okay, hold up. I think I'm gonna add like this. Don't ask me why, it'll just make sense once you listen to it. I don't know if that will interfere. Let's just listen to it. Nah, the harmony needs to be on a different. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna use, but it's not gonna be. I think it might be a piano. I don't know. Let's listen to that. Aha, this doesn't work. I mean, I was aware, but. The piano doesn't work. At least not this one. I want to try. Celesta, it might work. It did not work. Ugh, that's so sad. Wow, that is really quite annoying. Oh, but I actually don't mind that. Okay, maybe not that one. But it does sound really good. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna do a third below. And let's listen to that. I love that. We can do another third below, I think, instead of trying to go up. That makes sense. Do we want to listen to it? We want to listen to it. Okay, no, that one doesn't work. No, that doesn't work either. This is still fine. Here is where things start getting a bit muddy. Okay, let's try this. We can take it off now and actually listen to the thing from the beginning of this section. Oh, okay. So one problem that I'm hearing definitely is the fact that it kind of needs to follow the movement. If it stays, then it sounds kind of awkward. And only for this one, but I'm still like changing it. Wait. What is the note over there up there? A flat, A sharp. This is F sharp. On not the right chord, I'm assuming. Okay, maybe this isn't right either. Let's try this. I do like that better, not gonna lie. Now the only issue is this is very loud and it's kind of making my ears hurt. I'm gonna listen to it from here. Holy shit, that sounds amazing. I'm glad. Yay! That's what we want, for it to sound really, really good. I'm almost out of water. I also haven't filled up any of my bottles, so this is on me. I think I want something else in the beginning. Or like in the second round of the loop of the first 8 bars. My only problem is the balance between these 3 instruments is really freaking off. I think the English horn can come down a bit. I want to see if duplicating this for that other instrument, the name Modern Mystic Bowl, would make sense. I mean, it sounds really good. I think all of those combined make a beautiful sound. There's still like half the song left. I know I can finish it. Today is definitely when we actually finish a song. A composition. I don't think this considers itself a song. It's a proper composition. I wanna, when I was listening to this in the very beginning of today's stream, like when I started playing it actually, I felt like I could like write lyrics to this. So if I still feel like that by the end, guess who's writing lyrics? Me. This Mew will be writing lyrics. Now the only question is, I kind of want to just repeat this over here. The reason is, honestly, it's like kind of a really good sound. So it makes sense. Let's just hear that. See if that continuation makes sense, because I need to add another note like at the end anyway, so. I really like Modern Mystic Bowl. It just fills in those gaps perfectly. It cannot end there. It needs one more note. Or a few more notes. I think that makes sense. But here, instead of it being like... So. Yeah, that makes sense. Lovely. I'm gonna do... half note. Now to add like another... I'm gonna edit that later, but let me just add this first. Okay, let's listen to this. It really reminds me of like exploration in a game, but like it's only the beginning and then it just like cements itself as being not something related to a game. I mean the melody line, by the way. I don't want to repeat it too much because I think it's getting a bit too repetitive. What I'm gonna do instead is, I know it starts like this. I want to make it shorter. I want to follow like the urgency that we were getting from like the guitar and carry it with the English horn instead. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Guitar. Guitar? Yes. So the English horn is now going to be, it's not gonna like stay on that long held note. I'm gonna do something truly massive. Gonna hold on to the energy. I'm gonna see what this sounds like and then decide if I want to do it or not. Oh, you can't really tell that I'm doing that if it's this short. I'm gonna do this then. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. That's da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I could do that. Da. What if you do this? I like it. Okay, I really like it. Wait, I need to listen to it from the beginning. Wait, I need to. This is difficult. I like how the guitar is doing what it's doing, but I need this to be the same as this. So, because I think that makes more sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't think I'm making much sense in how I'm saying things, but I mean like the English horn and the melody's harmony have to be the same, but the guitar can do its own thing because it's just it's like kind of providing some balance. Also, it gives like a much needed break from the long notes. But then when the long notes switch to the staccato-sized notes, because they're not actually staccato. Close enough though. I guess they are. I don't know anymore. It doesn't matter. The point is that it sounds right. If it sounds good, who cares about the rules? I'm trying to find the blend that feels right. Exactly. Yes. That's what we're trying to do. You guys are essential to this process. I wouldn't be doing this if not for you guys. Sounds like I'm blaming you, but I'm really thanking you. Trust. I really like that thunder. Chef's kiss to whoever made that. Good job. Oh, I forgot I'm gonna add harmony. Okay, hold up. Harmony time. What did I do for this one? What note was it on? F? Okay. That's just what we're gonna do. I liked the first harmony, so I'm just gonna follow it. But now it's gonna go down instead. Do you guys see it? It's quite a big jump, but wait, maybe I should go up and then down, but then that would also be a big jump. It's either gonna be, oh, I'm gonna go to C, and then I'm gonna do C again. I'm gonna go up to C sharp. I don't think this is the right chord for C sharp, but we'll listen to it and make a decision. Wait, no, it can be D or D flat. I mean D sharp, E flat, whatever. Words. Oh, it's on E flat. Okay, it will sound fine. I hope. Let's just listen to this. I like it. It sounds good. And then it's gonna go up again. F sharp is not appropriate. G, F. I don't think that's a C chord, is it? No, wait, it is. I can't do that. It has to be F sharp. Oops. This is F. Oh, wait. No, it definitely can't be that then. We're doing E. F. That goes down to C. No. Oh, that's so repetitive. D. C to E. F to D. And then that stays. That's just C. I'm gonna do F. No, I'm gonna do F sharp. Let's listen to that. Shall we? Ah, I found a mistake. This is not right. E is not gonna work. I guess we just stay on that E flat. Nope, the F sharp sounds a bit too sharp. Because it's an F minor. My bad. I forgot that it was an F minor. You know what I need to do is actually solo this and listen to it. I like it. I'm gonna solo it with this open wormhole so that I can hear it from with the chords. What if I do a minor 6? I like that so much. That is maybe problem. If it sounds good, it's not. But if it's not, if it doesn't sound good, then it would be. I'm gagged. It actually sounds so good. Holy shit. That, I mean, it's not unexpected. It's just like, whoa. Whoa. Let's listen to it from the beginning. I'm so happy. I'm gonna need to add those nature sounds as well somewhere, because it's like, it adds the right amount of oomph and like natural sounding depth that I don't have to create out of thin air, so I actually prefer it like that. It does, doesn't it? That's what it made me feel. It's not jailer music, it just reminds you of like a really like explory type of scene. And it gets like strangely, not strangely, but like definitely space vibes. Like, it definitely can't end there. It definitely cannot end there. So what am I doing so that it doesn't end there? Let's see. I think honestly, I am feeling very much like repeating this. However, it's just gonna be like the plain version. I think that in itself is a good ending to have, so let's see where that takes us. See, one little like phrase can make so many things that is like super cool. But I'm gonna have to find a way to like complete this. I think it should be completed the same way it started, which is ending in these. I'm just saying. Here we go. Look, I think this might work. I think we actually have a complete something. I don't know. We'll see. Yay! I'm glad it sounds good. At this point, I should just give you guys the MP3s and hopefully you can enjoy them without having to go on YouTube, but I don't even have art for it. I don't want to release it if I don't have art. I'm very picky like that. I feel like I'm depriving you guys of something. Maybe I'll drop them on Discord. I will think about it. I think I should discuss this with other people before I do something. Okay, the guitar suddenly got really freaking loud. I'm gonna turn it down. I really like the walk up with the chromatic stuff. So good. I mean, it's a walk up and down, but The chromaticism is giving me good vibes. Okay, kind of works. Kind of, I say. But my problem is that it feels sloppy and it sounds rushed. Like, it doesn't sound like that's how it was supposed to end. And of course, I'm not gonna end it like that. I'm not insane. But I do like the last little bit being part, like, basically the ending. I think there needs to be something that connects these two sections so that it actually feels like a satisfying conclusion. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think that should logically make sense. And I think it cannot be that the thunderclap doesn't happen when the drums stop, because then it doesn't make sense. Or like when the bass is there, the thunder makes more sense. And then I don't know what you do about the rest, but it doesn't make sense like this, that's for sure. What if I just do this? I just need to make sure that sounds right. If that doesn't sound right, then I can just give up right now, you know? Also just realized that that's supposed to last another little bit. So okay, yeah. It doesn't work at the end. The drums have to stop faster then, which also doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna delete whatever this idea is for now and focus on instead connecting these two sections and seeing if I should rather extend this track a little bit longer. I'm just gonna listen from like where this starts. And I might have to take like a little ear break. I am quite like been listening to the same thing for a while. I think it should start the same way that this does, but then transition into this ending. Does that make sense? I feel like that should make sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna copy this. And also is that this needs to be like kind of way longer. This like last note, I feel like it's just too short. But then that's the thing. It shouldn't feel too short. It's like a pretty long note by itself. But I feel like it doesn't fade properly, that's why. I don't want to loop it. I just want to extend the freaking thing. And then I'm gonna extend this as well. To where I extended that to. I might extend it even longer depending on how I feel about it in like a little bit, but As of right now, this is pretty decent. This doesn't need to be extended, but just for the sake of looking nicer, I would rather do that. Okay, so I'm gonna just move this out of the way. I think I need the first 4 bars of this for like making it make sense, I suppose. I think where this happens is a good place to, oh, oops. No. One more, one more. This is where I feel like the transition should happen. So exactly where this ends. And then it just goes back to the regular old thing. Let's just listen to it. Oops, my bad. What I am going to do is actually just copy paste this section because I actually like that more. For the guitar, I think it provides some much needed movement, that's for sure. Oh, oops. Oh, I think then I would rather use this one, right? Yes. I want it to sound kind of big, so we're just gonna combine the best of all worlds. Oh, this can be just the same though. Yeah, this should be fine being the same. Is this right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then this is just gonna be way longer. Just end till the end. Yeah. Now let's listen to it. I will decide if it works. If it doesn't, well, you can always try more things. No one's stopping us, are they? Okay, before I listen to it, you guys listen to it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and also get some more water. And tell me how it sounds. If it doesn't, actually, no, I can't go without verifying this actually sounds good. It's just, I'm gonna listen to it and then go. I'm impatient. And Jilly. Very impatient, actually, just impatience all around. Okay, I think that last little bit, it doesn't need to do that. I can... Oh, actually, you know what it doesn't need to do is this. Just... Yeah, no, wait. Something about that. I thought the ending would be good, like, with that, but it actually kind of makes itself harder to resonate with, if that makes any sense. What is that last note? C. Okay. We're just gonna do a C instead. And then for this one as well, I don't think it actually needs this. I do think it can stay on like a like we can try this. Actually, this could be, this should be C. Okay, the problem is also this one. I don't think that needs to happen. Yeah, let's try that. I think it works. Okay, how about you guys listen to it while I go get some water and also go to the bathroom. Okay, enjoy. Back before thing ended. Wow. I'm gonna listen to it again. So okay, I think this last thing doesn't need to be there. First of all, it does end off at a very nice, convincing point. I mean, like, just I'm saying. I'm gonna listen to it from the beginning. My ears did not get enough of a break, but it doesn't matter. I am determined to finish it now. Any name suggestions? Okay, wait, last one? I kind of want to make it a C4. Just listen to it. I think it will make more sense when you listen to it. It's not long enough. That is interesting. I guess a C4 would just leave it on a kind of tense because it didn't work. I'm so sad. I was so hopeful. Okay. I'm okay with that. I do want to figure out a better way to end with these. I think because there's like the density of sound drops abruptly, which kind of makes me annoyed. That's for sure. Which is why I wanna fix that. Let's see if we can do this. From the beginning, because I have no way of telling if that makes sense or not if I can't hear the density of sound. Might have to add that in the beginning as well, actually. Or at least like the last two. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it feels fine for the beginning, but it doesn't leave the end satisfied, so. It's not a bad ending. I'm not unsatisfied. But I also think there's something missing. Hold up. We're gonna just do that. Let's see if that fixes some of what I feel like might be missing. And then if it drops off like that, I actually don't mind. I think it leaves it at a very nice point. But you know what the real test is? Looping it. If it doesn't work, I'll just extend it and figure out how to like end it properly in a way that satisfies itself. I mean, the start is definitely perfect. It actually loops really freaking well. It was an almost seamless loop. That's if I can actually make that happen with the... Okay, if I want to make sure the loop stays seamless, all I have to actually do is logically just extend that, copy this, paste it, and then instead of... just get rid of that. See? I think that will work actually. So that even if it drops off, like there's silence added once it exports, it's like once I export it, it still won't sound out of place. It'll sound like it was supposed to be that way. Holy shit, I'm kind of good at this. What? I don't know why I'm surprised. This is what I'm learning on a daily basis. How to make music. I really like it. Yay! I don't think I can write a song out of this, but it sounds really good. I don't think I made something like this in Stream on Tape. It's so moody. I love it. Yeah, that's too much. Let's see. Just right! Goldilocks has blessed me today. Oh? No. I don't want to loop it. I just need to make sure that the reverb happens properly, like the tail end doesn't just meh off, you know? It needs to like let itself be a thing. Why does it do that? Let me try this properly. It ends a bit too quick. I wanted to keep ringing, but it's not doing that. But I'm very satisfied with this, so I'm really happy with this. Wow. That was great. I mean, wow. Yeah. That was so good. Okay. Now it's just the time to decide a name. Which I don't know what we should name it. I keep thinking Space Age Exploration, but I feel like that's the name of something already. So like, I'm gonna check if it's the name of something. If it's not, then we're taking it. Okay. Nothing is named that. That's what we're naming this. I will rename this. It's gonna be called Space Age Exploration. Because it sounds cool. Haha. I'm gonna rename this while you guys listen to this. let me rename. Yeah, it's being called Space Age Exploration from now. I've renamed it successfully. I realized that I forgot where the rename option was, and then I remembered, and then it was like, yay, that was quick. It sounds really good though. I'm glad. That is a relief. We can export it as well now. Look, space age exploration. I think it works. The name works really well. That's perfect. So good. My god, I'm so happy. Does it sound good? I feel like it sounds really good. Okay. I think since we've decided what it's going to be called, I can stop listening to it, at least for me. If you guys want to keep listening, go ahead. I'm going to export this and then play it as a BGM instead of on Logic. This is so good. Bounce, project or section, and compressed. No, I want it as an MP3. Include audio tail, include tempo information, normalize off. I didn't even actually mess with much of the plugins and stuff, which I should eventually get to that. But ouch. It already sounds pretty good, okay? A lot of the mixing is just it's just, you know, what do you know actually? It's just volume control. As long as you can do that, it works. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, how do I send this to myself? I'm sending it to my PC so that I can play it for y'all, because I forgot that this is on my MacBook. I feel like I shouldn't have forgotten that, but you'd be surprised at what things people can forget. It happens sometimes that you just forget things, you know? Okay, now it's playing for y'all, but I cannot hear it, which is a relief, mostly. Because I am tired of listening to it, frankly. At least for today. And then when I come back, I'll be like, wow, that was so cool. How did I do that? Very cool. I can't believe I made that. I actually did make that. Let's go back to the chatting screen. Well, you guys hear it in the background. You can chat a bit and then, I don't know, we'll end stream soon. Because, you know, it is getting to like 1:30 in the morning. And while I don't really have to wake up early, I'd like to make best use of the day time so that I can clean and organize and stuff. I do also need to clean my bathroom, the living room, and tomorrow my room is gonna be a bit messy, so I'm just gonna wait. Well, not tomorrow, but like the day after. So I'm just gonna wait to clean my room and like mop it and stuff the day after. Maybe I should wait to do that for the living room as well, but the living room is in... Actually, it's fine. I can just... Yeah. My bathroom is the one thing that really does need to be cleaned because like I've been neglecting it. Which is on me and not on anyone else, so... I'm so happy that we finished this. It sounds really good. I'm really glad that this... I feel so much better now. You know, for the past few days, I've been thinking like, oh my god, I literally have gotten nothing done. But something being over, like completed, does make the heart lighter. Especially when it's something that's been weighing on your mind. Because the few weeks before, every single time we did a music making stream, it would just... Nothing was being completed. Like, it kind of just all hangs in the air as if it's there to threaten me and my self and my interest in making music in itself, because like the idea that I've come here to try to make something in a few hours and then end up not being able to do that And it's not easy to be able to make something in a few hours anyways. It takes a while for things to simmer in your head and make them make sense. Plus, as you keep playing things and like listening to the same things over and over again, your ears and your brain stop like treating it as information and start treating it as noise. It's always good to take a break, but for whatever reason I've set up this precedent for myself that I'm gonna make one piece of music every single time I do a music making stream, and if I don't hit that goal, I'm somehow not as good as I was before, even though that's not true. We're just dealing with different methods. This is far more complicated and has a lot more selections than you'd imagine. It makes sense why it would take longer, because there's just so much more to sift through. On Bandlab and on MuseScore, I didn't have this many options. It was very, very limited. But even just using just the Apple basic Logic sounds or just using Alchemy, that's still a lot more options than you'd think you'd have, which is why it takes even longer, because a lot of the time is just spent me looking at instruments and deciding what sounds the best with what I wanted to sound like. But this truly is a great exercise, and not only creativity and creation in itself, but also patience. And also like, wow, I'm like hitting so many boxes in one go, but like it also helps with like actually thinking of like mental blocks relating to your ability to make things. I'm not less if I can't make it as fast as I used to, if I'm doing it differently. So it makes sense. But I'm glad that, you know, it sounds right. And it sounds like what I wanted to do eventually. All of the times that I sit on stream and make something like that, I'm not playing a game and I'm not just talking to you guys, I feel like it's so much more vulnerable than if I were just telling you guys about things that have happened in my life or were happening or are going to happen, because it's just making something is so involved, and especially if you want to be good at something, the more mistakes you make in front of other people, the less credibility it gives you. And yet being good at something inevitably means you have to make mistakes at some point. I'm just choosing to do it very publicly. I don't need to, but on some level this is also motivation, and I can also see my improvement. Like I can see the difference in what I used to write and what I write now. There's depth, there's change, and even another reason why it's so vulnerable is because making something is so like personal. I don't think I can write songs on stream. Like I used to be able to do it in front of other people, and I think I still can. I just don't have enough like random topics, and I feel like now I might want to try again, you know, just to prove to myself like, hey, there's nothing to be embarrassed about making something, and even if it's bad, it doesn't matter as long as that it exists. Because that really is the truth. Like making things and being part of something in any kind of creation, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad as long as it exists. The only person who can put a worth to their own, like to their work, is themselves. To someone's work is themselves. You cannot start deciding what, like you can have preferences like, oh, I like this more, but you're not the one who decides whether something is worth a more or less. Because to the person who made it, it is what it is. I feel like it makes more sense to follow their standard of what that's worth. And I know that's not how we see a lot of things in life because of, you know, like how the world works. Honestly, not the best way the world could have worked, but I think for art it's very pertinent, because even some of the ugliest things can be worth so much more than you imagine. But who are we to decide that it's ugly, unless, you know, the artist has said this is literally ugly, I made it because it's ugly. And if somebody makes something that sounds bad to you, That's probably on purpose. I don't think anyone wants to put out work that can be considered bad, because it's just so hard to be bad when you're being paid to be good. Or like your face and your fans and your career depend on you being good at that thing, so any public sort of show of being bad at something that is related to the thing that you're doing in your career could like tank it immediately. But we shouldn't forget that people are capable of growing, and you can only be good if you've been bad before at something. And it's the same, like, I think even like when people's behaviors get challenged, the people who truly are good people, are kind people, have known what it's like to have been either have other people be unkind to them, or have had experiences that made them choose to be better than they were before, than their circumstances were before, and allowed them to be. Because nobody's like born amazing. I don't care how many child prodigies exist. They're not born with the brain. Something is like, they're not born with that ability. They're still learning. And learning involves them being bad at some point. Even if with child prodigies, it's like there's the amount of time they spend being bad is so little that it feels like, oh my god, they were just instantly good. But the truth is they still have to do some work. Their brains just work faster. So like, it's not that they're never bad. It's just that they get good faster. That's not your failing or mine that we can't get good as fast enough. It's no one's actually. Everyone is on their own speed and path, and that's a good thing. We should all live different lives. If we were all child prodigies, I don't think life would be nearly as interesting, because we'd all be almost carbon copies of each other in a race to get good faster than before than the others. That's not so fun, is it? But yeah, it's weird because I was thinking about that a lot, especially with like the 3-parter. I didn't end up making anything, but the thing is, sometimes nothing comes out of all the effort that you're trying to put in for something, and that's fine. Not all effort needs to reap something. That understanding is truly like helpful. Sometimes it's just you still learn something. Like it doesn't need to have something complete. Like the knowledge that you did it, you experimented, you tried, in itself is so valuable. It doesn't always have to be something tangible that you can hold, that is considered like, oh, that was a good thing to do. I don't know, it takes time to learn that lesson. I mean, I know that stuff. Sometimes I just don't, like, it's hard to remember, especially when something is frustrating you. Today I really felt like I was in the zone, in the flow state, as one would say. It's nice. I like making things, whether it's just like music or poetry or like arts and crafts. I think making things is so much fun. In other news, there is no other news. I don't want to stop talking about this, but it also feels like a good point to stop talking about such heavy, like, soul burdening conversation that really requires you to think. Also because it's like 1:30 in the morning for me. Frankly, my brain cells are gonna turn off soon. I have so much food. I need to emphasize this because like this is like a really really weird tangent to take, of going from like talking about life and things and philosophy and things and whatever, deep thoughts basically, to food. But it's very mew of me to do that, so I'm gonna tell you guys about what I was doing today. when I was talking about the food. Okay, so I opened my fridge like yesterday and today, and both days I've just been like, holy shit, my fridge is so full. And by that I mean, I like literally, there's just so much food. Like, I have an abundance of food, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'm just like, I don't think I've ever like stuffed my fridge this full, other than maybe in the very beginning when I like moved here and I didn't know what I was gonna need and whatever. But like this time I really went crazy, not only just buying groceries, because when I went to buy them I didn't realize how much I was buying, because I bought like 4 different kinds of fruit. Right now I have 5 different kinds of fruit in my freaking fridge, which is a lot more than I usually would have. I usually have like maybe bananas and like one other kind or 2 different kinds of fruit in my fridge. So like 3 different kinds in total. Right now I have 5. One of them is gonna finish soon, which is just one guava. The other one is mangosteen. So guava, mangosteen, that's already 2 that are gonna be finished soon, because they both like, there's only one guava left and the mangosteen's gonna go bad soon if I don't eat it. So I'm gonna eat it like tomorrow, I think. I have strawberries, cherries, and grapes. I know that's a lot. Like, what the heck? Like, when I saw that, I was like, dude, how am I gonna finish this before it goes bad? But the thing is, I've been making like not steady progress, but I'd say I've been like going back and forth, like, and just sneaking, like not sneaking, but like while I'm like, while I'm like craving something to like eat, even when I'm not that hungry, I'm just gonna go, like, I'm just going and getting like a few pieces of strawberries or like a cherry or 2, or like, if I had the presence of mind to go and dig the grapes out from the back of the fridge, because that's kind of where they are, I would get those too. But the fact is that I have 5 different fruits, which is way more than I usually do have. And then I have like mushrooms, I have carrots, I have peppers, I have onions and potatoes and salad leaves, and also cucumber, half of a cucumber. I used 1/2 today for my sandwich, and also some leftover salad that I'm gonna probably end up having to eat tomorrow, either as a sandwich or something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be eaten tomorrow. And snow peas and some kind of leafy green vegetable. It's a lot. And I'm thinking like, oh my god, how am I gonna finish this? But it's not that it's impossible, it just, wow, I've been eating the same food for like quite a few days. That is also including like food I ate outside. I went out quite a bit this past week, so no wonder I haven't really made a dent, but it just feels so daunting when I look at it. But like, I feel so secure, like, oh my god, I have so much food in my fridge. It makes me feel very like, oh, nothing can, like, I'm never gonna starve. Because yeah, don't ask me why I have this fear of starving. I don't like stockpiling food, but I also like because I think it'll end up wasting itself. But I also really love seeing a full fridge of like fruits and vegetables and milk and butter and bread and everything that you could think one person needs. Because I also have ginger and garlic, of course, and I also have lemons. So like, I really have it all. This is not including all the instant noodles I have, the tea and the drinks that I'm currently stocking in the fridge, because I have like a bunch of bottles of Thumbs Up, and I got, like I said, a 15 bottle carton of my favorite bottled tea. So it's a lot. I feel like, wow, can't believe that's happening, Life is great. In that same sense, it's like, I have to cook so much. I cannot wait for my new pots and pans to arrive. Mostly because they're gonna be less of a hassle to clean. I have to use a lighter hand with the pots and pans that I have right now because they're non-stick and have that coating. So if you like use the wrong kind of sponge to clean it, it's gonna like basically the coating's gonna go off, and then what the hell, you're not gonna be able to use it very much, huh? But the new pots and pans I got are the insides are stainless steel, so I actually won't have to worry so much about the pots and pans doing like weird things, which I'm very like, well, the coating doing weird things, so I'm very relieved about that. Like I was not looking forward to having to wash another set of pots and pans that require me to be very, very particular, because I want to stop washing them with like sponges or like my silicone dish scrub. Like I will still keep those things because they're useful, you know, for washing other smaller things sometimes, but I want to get like a more sturdy brush, maybe not made of silicone, but like a wood hair brush or like a wooden fiber brush, something like a loofah or something, a loofah sponge or something. I don't know, something that doesn't require me to get so close and not be able to like go crazy scrubbing. That's why I opted for stainless steel this time, and they should be pretty okay sized. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the ones that I have right now. I think they're just gonna go in storage because there's really nowhere else to put them, and then I can take them home when I go back home in December or something, but they'll be like a few weeks before they get to me, so until then I'm kind of just waiting on my pots and pans. I got a 3-pot set. Wait, is it 6-pot set? It's not 6 pots, it's just like 6 pieces. And by that I mean like there's 3 pots and then 2 lids, I think, and a handle, because it has a detachable handle. I can't believe it doesn't have 3 lids because it has 3 thingies. So maybe one of them can be used for 2 of them. Like, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. But I do have an extra lid if I like don't, if I cannot like, if it fits, why not use it? Does any of what I'm saying make sense? I don't know. What I do know is I'm just like wowed by the fact that I'm alive. And I did that, and like it's really nice actually. It sounds so good, right? I'm happy we did this today. I was contemplating not scheduling this for today, but I just felt like today was a good day, because when I came back home from like my lesson, I felt very like good about my place in music. Does that make sense? I don't think that everyone will understand what I mean, but I just felt like, okay, there's once more like some stability in how I feel, you know? Not that it was unstable before, it's just like sometimes you can't help but doubt yourself, and that's very normal. So this was just like reinforcement of the knowledge that, hey, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and this is the right place to be at. And that was very necessary, I think. I was very much looking forward to seeing my teacher, because I love her so much. I just choked on air, Jesus. But yeah, that's why I was like, I should do this. I was thinking like, oh, maybe I shouldn't though, but I did, and I'm glad I did schedule this music making stream today. I don't know what we're gonna do next week for music making, but that's next week Mew's problem. These are very like do whatever you want kind of vibes. My teacher gave me quite a bit of homework, and I'm excited to do it. I know, I'm the kind of person who likes homework. I ask for it. I didn't used to like it that much in school. I used to kind of like it, like I didn't hate it. I wasn't a fond of it for every single subject either, but like if I'm studying something I like, I enjoy doing the extra work because it makes me feel like, wow, you know, more involved in the process of learning. Plus it just accelerates my speed, and I love being able to say like, oh, I already know what you're talking about, haha. Even if I am the one who's learning, you know, it's just very satisfying. That's why. I'm getting sleepy, so probably gonna end stream soon because I am kind of sleepy now. That took a lot out of me. Creating things, so you need to really use your energy, and that's great. I'm thinking if I should buy like a cushion, like a big really huge cushion to put behind my, like, as my headboard, but I really cannot decide because like some of this looks like okay, not the worst. But I don't know if I want that for my own bed. Would having like a giant headboard style cushion help? Perhaps. Like, but I don't know though. That's the issue. If I knew, this wouldn't be an issue, but I don't know, and that's why this is an issue. I'm really excited about setting up my bed though. I can't wait. I will tell you guys about it and maybe take pictures of what I did. We'll see. It just depends on the day off. If it's like a lot of work that day and I'm like exhausted, I'm probably not going to, and then just we'll find, like, I'm gonna have to clean on that day because like I know the area under my bed is filthy. Wouldn't you like to, like, I wish I didn't know this information, but the thing is I've moved my bed quite a few times to like get fallen items from one of the sides that is stuck to the wall, but the fact is that it's not actually completely flush with the wall, so it like has a weird small but very freaking annoying gap, and I kept thinking maybe I should buy something to fill it, but then I kept thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna stay here any longer, not with this bed at least. And guess what, they are replacing the bed, so they're not like, they're taking away the bed and giving it to my flatmate, and I got my own, so hey, as long as I get a different bed that fits width wise, I'm happy. I don't want anything else in life except for a room that is functional and cute. I'm thinking I can definitely get my room to look a bit more cute because I'm thinking of like, okay, not thinking, but I think as long as it fits, I'm gonna order these racks that will go in front of my bed, in the gap between my bed and the wall, on the side that the wall, like the bed wouldn't reach the wall, okay? And then I'm gonna put like some artwork and maybe get like a lamp or something, or like some LED lights or some shit like that, and then decorate it so that when I'm in bed, when I look like straight towards the wall, I don't just see a wall, I see happiness, connection, you know? Like, I'm saying words, but you get what I mean, right? It'd be cute art, maybe my friends gave it, maybe I can like attach photos I've taken with my friends. I don't know, we'll figure it out. The point is, there will be space for creative things, because right now my like temporary gallery is my the door, the hat, like the whatever, the door, the covering, the door of my cupboard, my wardrobe that I bought And it's a very small wardrobe and it doesn't really have a lot of space, so all the art on it is really like the mini sized prints and stuff that I have. I don't really have big ones, I haven't been buying them, and all the other stuff that I do have is all in India, so I didn't bring any because I was like, I know I'm not supposed to put stuff on the walls, I'm just gonna follow the rules because I don't want to lose any money to like landlords of all people, to lose money to. So I'm gonna see if I can do something similar or like get like a pegboard or something to put in between those like shelves that I'm getting. Basically, it's like a rack. It's like almost like a newspaper rack, so it can definitely hold a pegboard. It's just a matter of I need to figure it out after I get the rack first. Like once I get the rack, then I can see what's the possibilities. I'm very excited for this rack, if you couldn't tell. Like, oh my god. As long as it fits. I don't know if it's gonna fit between the wall and my bed. If it doesn't fit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm sure we'll figure something out. And I'm sure these will fit, because my bed is only 190 centimeter long. And I think the wall, there's like a little bit more space. As long as it's around 10 centimeters, I'm good. The racks are only 9 centimeters, so they're only 9 centimeters thick, so it's all gonna work out, I best believe. The bed shifting stuff is gonna happen day after tomorrow, and it's like really stressing me out now. It's actually stressing me out because like I don't know how they're gonna manage to shift the bed with so much stuff in my room. If they take out my wardrobes, that's fine. The only thing they wouldn't be able to take out is actually my desk. I don't know how they would like move things so that they can maneuver it, or they can, disassemble the bed. I just don't know, but I will do my due diligence and empty anything that might be in the drawers so that when they do move it, it'll be easier for them. And well, of course I wouldn't leave it in the drawers. It's not gonna be my bed anymore. I'm gonna get my own drawers to put under my bed because there's enough space for there to be like a few drawers shoved in. That means I still do get under bed storage, just a different, like I have to purchase it extra. Ha ha ha. I'm very happy and stressed about the bed stuff, but about all this, like, I think it's just the idea that this is happening quite late in July. I was hoping that it'd be done within the first weekend. Like it would be over. That way I could like order all the stuff I needed and it would get here before classes start. But it's looking like it's not going to happen like that. And instead it's gonna take a bit longer. I'm still gonna try to get all of my stuff that I need to arrange my room with before classes start, because I don't want to be doing this while classes are happening. I think I would lose my mind if this was happening while I also had classes. I think I'd actually be really just, oh my god, why are you doing this to me? That would be my entire whole thing for a while. But here I am, just telling you guys about how stressed I am about this bed thing, because all I want is for it to be done. And at the same time, I'm like dreading it being done. Not that I love this bed and I can't let go of it. I honestly think it's the most uncomfortable place I've slept on in my entire life. Even if I sleep like a baby anywhere I sleep, the mattress is so shit. I hope the new mattress I got is better. If it's not, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna have to use it, Point still stands though. It's definitely gonna free up a lot of room in my room. It's gonna make a lot of space. That doesn't currently exist. Now hopefully will give me a space to like actually do yoga and stuff, because need to. My body feels like somebody is just stretching it and making it like tense up, like, and it's not helping my voice either. Like, I need to be able to stretch and maintain muscle on some level. My doctor already doesn't like the fact that my muscle mass is not enough. I'm not muscle mass. I feel like that's definitely the wrong word. I have weak muscles. I am weak is what the doctor implied. He was like, you need to exercise, like do muscle training. And I was like, huh. I don't know how much muscle training I can do, because I can't. It takes too much work and I don't have the time or energy. So the next best thing is to maintain my flexibility and try to make sure that my muscles aren't just like wasting away. By doing yoga, I can do some of that and some like at-home Pilates stuff, while I would really like to go to a studio again. Time thing is really such a big factor in this whole doing things kind of stuff, but you know, I'm just happy I'm alive and so stressed apparently. I can't believe how many times I said the same things. Oh, but the funny thing is, this is completely unrelated to the stress related to beds and stuff, but like every single time I've yawned in the past few days, I've heard a ringing in my ear, and I mean like ringing, like a phone ringing. Like, think of an old school landline with the high-pitched like ring sound that it makes, and that's all I can hear when I yawn. It's very funny to me because it's just because it's been happening so many times. That's it. That's why it's funny. And it shouldn't be. It really should not be this funny. I want to get a mattress stopper, but I also don't know if I should. Because my mattress is already pretty thick and long. I mean, long might be the wrong word. It's the size of my bed, but like it has height. It has a lot of height. More than you would think, trust. Okay. My body really wants me to go to sleep. I'm gonna start saying bye. Because I'm sleepy. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day full of cleaning and putting stuff away. Not excited, but I have to do it, so I will actually do it. But yeah, at least I'm still seeing you guys. I needed a yawn so bad. At least I'm still seeing you guys tomorrow. Because, you know, I still have a stream. I actually do remember what we're doing tomorrow. We're playing Ogu and the Secret Forest. It's a very cute game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's adorable. I just want to eat Ogu, you know? Like, just yoink but yoinked in my mouth. I feel like he would be very chewy. Like a good mochi. In the best way possible. Like, I just feel it in my soul. So yeah. I know that sounds so good. Suddenly I want mochi. Maybe I will get some soon. But more importantly, I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much for being here, cheering me on, and enjoying the process with me. Like, I cannot explain how grateful I am to be able to do this. Because I don't think words do it justice. I'm just like, I'm so lucky to have such good friends and family and you guys, my muses especially. People who really want to see me do well in life. And it's so precious that I am able to have these people in my life. So I hope I can continue to do this for a long, long time. And yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm like so sleepy. I didn't realize how long today felt until like at this very moment where I'm like, oh my god, I just want to sleep now. Like my eyes are still fine. They're not like closing like they were on Sunday. That was really annoying. Honestly, that game, as good as it was and as like vibey and chill and almost hypnotic, not almost, it was definitely hypnotic as it was, it's definitely a game better played with the controller. And it's definitely a game you shouldn't play if you want to like not fall asleep within 15 minutes, especially if you are like visually and mentally and physically tired. Sunday was also long. Monday was not as long. Yesterday I just sort of chilled out and I was hanging out with Hex, which is why I just didn't think much about making my schedule. Also because I didn't have any ideas. I was kind of like, I'll do it, and then oh bother, it's like 12 a.m. and I need to go to sleep soon. I stayed up for a bit longer till like 1 a.m. and then slept, and I woke up at like a really decent time today at 9 a.m. So it was a good 8 hours of sleep. I had to wake up early so I could reach campus on time, and I did reach on time. In fact, I was early. It was great. So happy I went to campus today. So happy I had class, and I don't know, I feel like doing things gives me a sense of purpose. I'm like wondering how I'm gonna be able to do more stuff when I'm not in school. And I'm like, of course, I'll have like another system set up by then, hopefully. My teacher also was like, you should start thinking about your thesis topic from now. And then gave me the example of this student she had who did like a year-long experiment, like a whole ass case study on herself for a year. And that was in preparation to write her thesis for third year. So she was doing her like thesis stuff in year 2, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to be one of the people who has to struggle with their thesis in the last few days of submission, like before you have to submit. So I would rather just think about it and start doing something about it now. And yeah, I feel like that would make a lot of sense too. Honestly, I don't really know what I want to write about, but I think it might be something related to songwriting. I will go look at theses from my department soon. So I want to like get some idea of what other people are doing, so I can like read their work and decide what I want to do. I feel like it's hard to decide, especially when it's like kind of ambiguous. I got distracted while saying bye again, which is why you guys are hearing about thesis writing adventures. But I feel like I'll be able to decide at least like a tentative direction after Sem 1 of year 2. So after like during maybe the December holidays, I feel like I'll be able to like decide on a direction, and like Sem 2 of year 2, I'll be able to fully commit to something, and that's the timeline I'm gonna follow. I've decided. I'm gonna pick like unless something really big changes at the end, I'm not gonna like stray from what I've decided by Sem 2, because I want to be like done with it before anything else, because year 3 is just a lot about originals and like graduation concert, and it's not like 2 hours long. Not my concert, not any one person's concert, but like it's a good 45 minutes. And I don't want to be the person who hasn't thought it through or something. I don't think that will be the case with me because my teacher is really thorough. She's just brilliant. She just knows what she's doing and is able to guide you in a way that works for you. And I love that. I think she's so good. So I don't think I'll ever be floundering and like, but I want it to be perfect. And I want to get the best grades I can. And I want to like feel amazing. Because hey, who knows? I might be like streaming or telling you guys where it's being streamed. Because yeah, my graduation recital is going to be streamed as well. So if, you know, if I want to show it off or something, it might be possible. That's all I'm saying. I might give you guys what you like, you know, let you guys know, hey, you can watch my graduation recital here. And that would be essentially a face reveal because like my face would be showing there. But then I would have had to do a face reveal before that because I don't want to be like face revealing on my... Actually, that's such a funny idea. Imagine if I just tell you guys this is where my graduation recital, you can watch it here. And then you guys flood my uni's like live stream page and they're just so confused on who the heck is watching, how many people. I don't know how many people it'll be by then, but let's hope it's quite a few, huh? Fingers crossed. Okay. I'm seriously done talking. I mean it. It's almost 2 a.m. and my voice is actually quite tired. I even turned off the AC because I was feeling so dry. And I've been sipping water, so it's not the worst, but I will see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, you know, rest well, eat well, hydrate, it's really important. Make sure you put on sunscreen. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel like I should. And then I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Mwah.